Okay, you guys, so this is where I'm going to continue part two to the narcissist has an expiration date for you. So, what I was saying was, you know, a lot of them will target you when you're young because they feel like you're targeting them. That's their validation. Their validation is you're targeting me because I'm well established. You're targeting me because I have my own place, my own house, my own cars, money. You're targeting me. So women who go around feeling like they're the prize and they're taking dating advice from all these dating people online on how to catch a man. Really, it's how to catch a predator. That's what it is. How to catch a predator. The problem with that is that these young women, you know, target older men because they feel like an older man is going to take care of them better than a younger man, which is really not the truth. Most people who I know have successful relationships are around the same age group. Those are the people with healthy relationships because you're growing and going through things at the same time, and it's you don't have someone older than you that's already been there, done that, and they're just sitting back playing stupid with you. You're actually going through the motions together, whether the relationship lasts for years or forever or whatever, You make mistakes, both of you make mistakes and learn from those mistakes at a at a better pace, I would say, where what women are doing, giving advice to other women about catching older men or catching men with money, you're catching predators. That's what you're doing because, see, you're focused on the materialistic things. You're trying to catch someone that's going to pay your bills, someone that's going to take you shopping, someone's going to get your nails done, someone that's going to be a provider, or someone who is going to take you out to nice places, do things that the narcissist, the brokey narcissist, the lower grade narcissist didn't do for you. We need to get that well established. There's low grade narcissists, there's higher grade narcissists. Most people deal with the lower grade narcissist, and when you do deal with a higher grade narcissist, usually the relationship won't last as long, and if it does last long, you're going to feel drained by the time you're done with them. You're actually going to be the one to leave them. You're going to be like, this old ass motherfucker doesn't want to change. And I'm young. And that's how they want you to think, because they want you to discard them. They already know they're old. They already know you're getting sick of it. They already know they can't give you what you want. They already lived their life. They already had kids. They already had serious relationships. They've already had their heart broken. They already know how the world works. They live in a transactional state of mind. They don't have energy to give you where they're committed to you or it's based on love. It's not based on love. It's based on lust. It's based on your body. This is why a lot of women from, that are teaching younger women how to, go catch a predator, basically. What they don't tell you is that there's different type of narcissists. They have different types of kinks. You're looking more at the materialistic part of it and what you're going to gain from it materialistically, or this person has a house and they're going to be providing for you. You're looking at the materialistic part of it, but you're not looking at who this person is on the inside. You're not looking at the fact that this person's not committing to you. And you don't have nothing really in common with them, especially if they're older than you. Really don't. It doesn't matter how much you think you have in common. You listen to the same music, because the narcissist likes to stay, in tune with the in crowd, with the younger crowd. They like to keep up. You don't really know this person. They do things to make you put your guard down and feel comfortable. So a lot of, people who are teaching women to catch a predator, They're not telling you that you don't know what kind of psychopath you're going to end up with. Some of these people have went through situations where they're so emotionally unstable that they can physically harm you if you cross them, because they feel like, hey, other suppliers I've been with, they knew not to cross me this way. You're crossing me in a way that I don't like it. You're stupid and young. That's how they're looking at you. And I'm going to teach you a lesson. You know, they're acting like they're your daddy because they feel like your daddy should be warning you about men like me. Your family should be trying to protect you from men like me. You know? So that's what they're doing. They're teaching you how to catch a predator, how to use them because they're well established. And at the same time, what you don't know is that this person's getting ready to ruin your life. You know, they're going to drift you away from school. They're going to drift you away from job opportunities. They're going to drift you away into their world. And by the time your expiration date is up, you wasted time and they're on to the next, and they still have their job or their business running up and running, and you didn't get nothing out of it. So women who give advice to women about getting with older men or getting with men with money or, you know, getting with these people using them, what they're not telling you is that you better have your own. You better have your own everything. You better have your own degree. You better have your own job that you're working on bettering yourself. You better have your own. You can't just get with these grown narcissists who are well established and think that they're going to take care of you forever, because they're not providers. They're only going to give you the minimum, and anything that they do for you, they're not doing it for you. Any nice gestures, they're not doing it for you. They're doing it to get supply, to get sex out of you, to keep you around. And they're doing it so that they can have a good time. So you're sitting here with someone older than you, or someone who's already went through many different relationships with different people that they played, it was just a transaction and those people thought it was going to be forever. And the narcissist was looking at it like, no, you know, I just used you in your 20s when you're young, and when you hit your 30s or something, you know, I'm going to let you go find someone else, someone your age. That's basically what they're saying to you. In other words, go find someone your age. You still have time to have children. You still have time for this, that. But a lot of women end up so fucked up afterwards that they even turn gay. They're like, I don't even want to mess with another man again. Or they're fully drained and don't want to get into another relationship. You know? Or they have such traumatic trust issues because now they see the narcissism in other men, and now they're just completely turned off with the idea of even being close to anyone, trusting someone in a marriage, trusting anyone with having children with them. And now certain people, choose to stay single, or certain people have to, take care of children on their own by themselves because the narcissist is gone, and they don't want to have different men in and out of their children's life because they know that it doesn't matter. It's still not their father. Their kid will never love that man, and that man will never love their kids as their own. Even if a lot of these men will say they do, a lot of these narcissist men will say they do, they don't mean that shit. And sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be the man. Sometimes the children don't like the man. Sometimes the man is actually trying and the children feel like, hey, you and my mom aren't together anymore. I don't want nothing to do with you. And they don't care if you raise them. They're like, you're still not my dad. I have a dad, So the narcissist, has an expiration date, and you have to think ahead of the game with any person in any relationship that you deal with, you know, because you live in this fantasy world where you think this is how it's supposed to go and this is how it's going to go. You don't think about the pros and the cons. You know, you don't think about yourself more than them. That's why they like targeting younger people, because you stop thinking about yourself and you start to become a slave to them, because you want to prove to them that you're not after their money. You don't need anything from them. We can go 50-50. I don't need a man to buy me anything. I'll buy it myself. So when people online are teaching women how to go use these men, they feel like they're using you. And these women teach you how to get with a man with a higher grade predator. They teach you how to get with them, but they don't teach you that you can't keep a man like that. A man like that is not kept. A man like that is never yours. You're just there for the meantime. It's like going to the Playboy Mansion. You're not there. You have an expiration date there. You know? And not only that, they're teaching women how to go and prey on predators. And the predator, they already see you coming. They already know what you're thinking. They already know the game. When you're sitting here saying, oh, you know, I need money for my kids. Oh, I need money for my bill. All the little tricks you think you know, you're learning from these dating sites and these dating gurus. They're teaching you how to get with the predator. But what happens when an empath, you know, feels like, oh, I'm going to go get what I want. I'm going to get someone better than the lower grade narcissist that I was with. All you're doing is going to another predator. That's all you're doing. Because that predator has no emotions, no love in their heart to give you. It's gone. They're old. They already went through that stage of love. So when you are loving this narcissist, you're giving the love that you should have gave to someone who was around your age group, even. Someone who you could have grew with, someone that you could have, you know, shared a bond and had a marriage or had a healthy relationship or commitment with. Everything you're supposed to be giving to someone that you're supposed to commit with, who actually can feel emotions still, who are like you, who haven't been through so much shit like the older narcissist has. All that love you're supposed to give, instead the gurus are teaching you to get with these men. And then when you're thinking, wow, I've never been treated this way. This guru was right. I was with this narcissist for years. They didn't give me shit. Now I'm with this narcissist. We're going out to nice restaurants. He's buying drink after drink. That shit means nothing. That's low bottom. That's bottom of the barrel shit right there, because you could do all those things yourself. And the narcissist knows that, so they think you're stupid. So they know you're targeting them. But they're targeting you, and you're the one with the expiration date, because now you're falling for the love bomb. You might initially go into it thinking, I'm trying to find a provider. You found a provider, only he's not going to provide for you forever. It has an expiration date, you know? So you get with these type of people, or if you target the narcissist, because at this point women are being taught to target narcissists, you're going to get played every single time, especially because the women who are teaching you this is the Jezebel spirit. The women teaching you, Jezebel is teaching you how to be Jezebel. That's all. The difference is, a lot of people think they're cut up for this game that's being played. They think they are smart enough to keep up with this game. And that next thing you know, you're falling in love with your sugar daddy, because you're having sex with them all the time. You're having spiritual ties to them. You're not soulless like they are. That's why they targeted you, because something in you said you still have energy. You're young, or you haven't been broken down enough, or you're still living in a fairy tale land, or other narcissists probably came through and ran through you and you still haven't learned your lesson. So you're the perfect supply. You have energy to give. So you know, women are being taught to behave like the Jezebel spirit, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous, because you're going to run across narcissists who are going to seem like they're keeping it real with you. They're going to commit to you, or they're going to get married to you, or they're going to do things to you that they're going to do things, and you're going to feel like the prize, and you're going to think you're in a real relationship because they're getting married with you, or they're having children with you, or they're being honest about what they want out of the relationship. And you think, and you're falling for this person when initially you were listening to information on with gurus and music on how to get a man, a high value man. You think that's a high value man, a man with money. But really, you went after a whole predator. You went after the predator. And the predators, what they're there for is to prey. You know? So women are taught to behave like the Jezebel spirit. But once they get into these relationships, they're going to put their guard down because they're emotional and they have empathy. They're going to put their guard down. And what you're going to tell yourself, I might not be attracted to this old man, but I'm going to grow to love him. He's a good person. He takes me out. He does nice things. He gives me money. And you're going to fall for him, and you're going to fall in love. And next thing you know, you're trauma bonded to them. You think they're your soulmate. You think you're the prize. But little do you know, you have an expiration date. See, Jezebel's teaching women how to go and get a high value man, which people's definition of a high value man is a provider. But a high value man is not, it's not just being a provider. It's about their mindset, you know? So when you're going on dates, or you're meeting people, or you're in a relationship with someone that's more mature or older, or they might not even be mature, they could be acting like a whole kid in an adult body, right? And you're falling for this person, and now you're telling yourself, oh, it's not about the looks anymore. I really love them. The narcissist thinks you're a fucking joke. They know they're old. They know they're ugly. They know they're old and attractive. They could be attractive and old. Dress nice, smell good. And you think, oh, I'm the prize. I got a high value man. I'm the prize. I don't even have to have a good job. I don't even have to have a career, because men don't give a fuck about that. They don't care about the career. All I got to do is look good. I have to be eye candy. And I could be taken care of. But what happens when your expiration date is up and they're not going to take care of you anymore? What did you gain while you were with them? Because people could teach you how to get someone, behave like a Jezebel to get what you want. But while you're in it, you're getting emotional. You're catching feelings. The Jezebel doesn't catch feelings. The Jezebel, she gets what she wants. She knows she has an expiration date with you, and she's going to suck you dry and leave and have a backup plan. She's going to be going to school. She's going to be doing things productive because she knows, hey, I got with this person because they're well established. But I know that I have I can't I can't sit here and act like I don't have an expiration date, because the narcissist doesn't want to waste the rest of your life. They don't want you to stay with them for the rest of your life. They're not looking that far ahead with anyone. You know, you can't change this person. They might have a child with you, or it's just something to do. They get bored. It's just something to do, to get attention from people, to get attention from family, friends. Look, I have this young person that's old enough to be my daughter. And it's going to attract more supply. It's going to build hate in their exes that they played, who they did the same thing to. That's why they'll sit there and talk about their exes and reminisce about their past relationships and brag about hurting people. Because everyone has an expiration date. You know, the narcissist feels like a lot of people live in fairy tale land. So to them, it's like, oh, since you want to live in fairy tale land, then I'm going to take advantage of you. Because in their mind, you should be thinking like them. Or at least going to find someone who is like you, who thinks like you, who feels like you. You know? So some of them will string you along for many years with no intention of committing to you. Some of them will get you pregnant. Some of them will use you financially. Some of them will just use you for sex. You're nothing but eye candy. Someone to brag about, you know, but you still have an expiration date. Some of them, you know, some of them will actually help you better yourself. Some of them will make sure you never better yourself, so that when they're gone, you're lost in the sauce forever, or for a very long time, or what it feels like an eternity. You know, some of them, because they go from one person to the other, they feel like, hey, if I waste 10 years of your life and dump you, you'll find someone else, because they go from person to person. They don't feel nothing. So to them, when they break up with you, they feel like you got time to find someone else. It's not the end of the world. They feel like you're acting irrational. They feel like you're obsessed with them. They feel like you have a mental problem, because they feel like, hey, relationships, you know, aren't forever. You know, the ship always has to sail. So, you know, I wanted to just make this video because a lot of women are being taught how to go after predators. Predators are going to prey on you regardless of how you look, regardless of what you're wearing. But you got women telling you how to dress, how to look, how to act, how to wear your hair and nails. How they're telling you how to attract these predators quicker, and better ones, more dangerous ones. You know, and it doesn't matter if they have financial gain. It comes with the prize. Remember that. Everything in this world comes with a prize. You know, if you're sitting here trying to attract someone just because of what they have materialistically, it's going to come with the prize. The narcissist knows when you're targeting them. They're not stupid. They're just letting it slide. They'll sit there and make TikTok videos with you. Oh, everyone says, I look old enough to be your daughter. Oh, when your husband is old enough to be your dad, and everyone thinks, you know, when people make these TikTok videos and stuff like that, they don't even know the narcissist is laughing at them. They think that they're the prize, but other narcissists are watching, laughing, like this young bitch, excuse my language, but you know that this is real, really thinks that she's the prize. Just as much as she's using me, I'm using her. And even though she may have an idea that I'm using her just as much as she's using me, even if she has an idea that it's transactional because we're both making these videos, she doesn't know that she's going to look stupid in the end, because I already know that even though she pretends to be Jezebel, she's not really Jezebel. Jezebel doesn't care. Jezebel doesn't have emotions. Jezebel is not trying to call me and figure out where I'm at. Jezebel doesn't keep tabs on me. Jezebel doesn't care. She goes out, she's in her own world. Jezebel is just using me, but is not emotionally invested. You know? And guess what? When I start to breadcrumb you and make excuses as my wife or as my girlfriend, when I start making excuses why I can't treat you the way I once did, you're going to fall for that shit, because you're going to say, well, he was providing for a while, for a long time. He's done more for me than any other man has, than my own family. And you're going to put your fucking guard down. Okay? You're going to put your guard down. And you're going to have emotions when the narcissist has none. See, the older they get, they go through certain scenarios and situations and financial situations. And that's what makes them change. That's what makes them say, hey, I can't think with my dick all the time. Because when I was younger, I was messy. I was knocking women up. Now I'm older, I'm going to play the same game, but I'm not going to knock anybody up. I'm going to use protection. I'm going to make sure you take the pill. Not making that mistake anymore. You know? Or, if they're really bored, don't got nothing to do, they'll get you knocked up, have a kid with you, and then they'll make you crazy. They'll put you on drugs. They'll make you seem unstable. It might seem like you're having fun with them. You're in la la land with them. You think they're stupid. You're like, the narcissist is stupid. They're slow. They're not slow. They're not stupid. They're playing stupid. Just like women play stupid, men play stupid too. A lot of women will say, oh, men are slow. You know, men take longer to grow than women. You know, men take longer to mature than women. Are you out of your mind? It has nothing to do with maturity. They know how to act mature. That's not a problem. The problem is they don't give a fuck, you know? Oh, men they grow slower than women. Absolutely not. You have to think about it. Men have been taught to not have emotions from a young age. So guess what? They're not as dumb as you think they are. If anything, they think you're dumb. And a lot of women are dumb compared to men, if you ask me. In my opinion. You know why? Because us women, we fall for love. We fall for love. And we think that our love is going to change these type of men. And it's not. We have an expiration date. So it's always good to have your own business, your own money, your own house. That's why women fought so hard to be able to provide for ourselves. Imagine all the women that were going through hell having to start their own businesses because men weren't providing for them, because they were just wanting to fuck everyone that they saw coming with a skirt. Imagine what women had to go through when they couldn't work. They had to make money under the table. And now women have learned how to make something out of nothing, you know. So now women are stronger than ever out here in the workforce, to the point where the men want to give up and stay at home. They want to stay at home and they want to make you work. And the men that are providing, a lot of times, are narcissists. Because they feel like I know you're looking for something traditional. Women are the breadwinners now. They're jealous. They're mad. Now they feel like you should take care of them. I'll stay at home and watch the kids and clean, and you can go to work. How about that? And it's transactional, just like before. Just like in the old days. The only difference is that women were really loyal back then. These men aren't loyal. They're only loyal while it's convenient for them. And they have an expiration date. They're not going to be your slaves forever. You know? Some of them, some of them don't have a choice but to stay because they can't find anything better. So, be careful, you guys, with all these dating videos on how to get a high value person and getting someone older than you because they have money, because you will have an expiration date. And if you sit here and put your emotions into it because you think, oh, I found me a provider, this is all, I finally got what I wanted. I listened to all these videos. I finally got what I wanted. These videos told me how to dress, how to behave, to ask for what I want, to get what I want while I'm in this relationship, how I'm the prize and I'm the prize, I'm the eye candy. Okay. You might be the eye candy, but for how long? Do you really think it's going to be forever? Because if that was the case, none of us would be online talking about how pissed we are that the narcissist went from person to person while we sacrificed all of ourselves for them. And then these narcissists, these self-aware narcissists will tell you how many long-term relationships they've been in. But they're not telling you while they were in those long-term relationships, they were with other women. So just because you're eye candy doesn't mean you're going to be the only eye candy. Trust me, they're talking to coworkers. They're talking to strangers. They're always looking. It's all about having a good time. Narcissists don't feel shit. Some of them get older. Like I said, they mature more as far as, I'm not going to have children. I'm going to be more careful because that shit comes with the prize. I'm not going to take you around my family. I'm not going to take you around my kids because they're not going to like you. You don't have a job. You don't have shit. You just have good looks. I'm embarrassed to take you around my family because you think you're the prize, but I'm still embarrassed to bring you around people because you don't have anything. I'll bring you around my guy friends. I'll bring you around certain people because they're going to look up to me that I'm with such a young supplier, such a good looking supplier, to make you feel, or even if that's not the case, to make you feel like you really know me like that. They might even take you around people and they might not even be attracted to you. They're just like, I need to take you around people so that you can feel like you could trust me. And I'm going to lie. I'm going to say I don't talk to my family. And you're going to think, oh, I don't talk to my family either. I have bad relationships with my mom. We don't talk. I don't talk to my family. I don't talk to my friends. You're sitting here telling them all your business, and they're sitting here lying to you about where they live, the different places they live. They always got a place at their mother's house. They're lying to you about how many supplies, how many children they have. They're not bringing you around family, and when they do bring you around certain family members, they're not going to like you. It's for a reason. Because they've seen the narcissist play this game many times, and they know that you have an expiration date. And some of them want to warn you, and some of them, they already know they can't go against the narcissist because it's part of the game, because they feel like you want something from the narcissist. You already know they've been married before. They feel like You should be smart enough to put two and two together. But if you're sitting there getting mad at the narcissist's ex, getting mad at the narcissist, the mother of their child, the whole family, everybody knows you have an expiration date, and they're sitting there looking at you like you're stupid for thinking you're the prize, you know, and they think you're stupid for bashing another woman. So a lot of us as supplies, our jealousy takes over because we love this person, but we're not even really in love with this person because we don't even know them. You don't even know them. You never knew them. You know, you love them to the point where you wish they hadn't, you almost wish they hadn't been in any other relationships prior to you. You almost wish that they didn't have children, or they didn't have a past. Or you feel attacked by these other women, or you feel intimidated. And these people aren't even thinking about you. You might think it's weird that they even get along with their exes or their ex-wives. You think it's weird because they have learned to forgive the narcissist, because they know how dirty the narcissist plays, and they're just trying to keep the peace. It's like catching a thief in the store. If you go after the thief, he might hit you, he might do something to you. But if you know someone's a thief of time, and you forgive them and you let it go and you understand why they are the way they are, and you know that all they want is energy, and now you're not willing to give it to them, but you still have to coexist with them, because if you coexist with them, you can get more out of it, meaning that the narcissist can go cold stone Austin on you, and you know, they're like, I don't want to pay child support, I'm going to work under the table. So people sometimes have to have friendships with the narcissist because it's the only way to get some type of assistance out of them, because they're always trying to cheat their way out of every situation, trying to cheat their way in life, all because they want to have fun, you know? So, you know, there are those narcissists out there that they know that time is very important. They know they wasted your time, your youth. So while they're wasting your time or youth, sometimes they'll even help you accomplish certain goals in life, because to them, that's a way of compensating wasting your time and wasting the fact that you could be having children or a family, the things that don't cost money. You know, they cost money, but the things that you deserve, that you can get for free, they're compensating you for your time, but you still have an expiration date. You get me? So, I hope that this message, you guys, was helpful. I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, and your healing. If you guys want to keep supporting my channel, you know, by booking a session with me, my booking information is on the description. Just give me 24 hours to respond to you. And if you guys haven't watched part 1 to this, you know, watch part 1 before you come here, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.